Don't you pity that poor Luddite, I'm sure you know, who's still carrying around some dumb flip phone telling you, I don't need a smartphone, I just want to make calls. Dumbass. Okay, that's a little harsh, but smartphones aren't really even about being phones anymore. I'm Brian Cooley with the top 5 things the smartphone replaces, not even including your home phone line, based on a survey done in June 2011 by Prosper Mobile Insights. See how many of these ring a bell with you. Number 5 is the MP3 player. 37% of us don't use one of those once we get a smartphone. You see, simple phones were generally crap or non-functional as iPods. But smartphones are usually at least okay, with their big color screens, touch interfaces, plenty of and often expandable storage. Oh, and they are connected, so they can stream stuff like Pandora and Spotify and Last.fm. Now, you may find a smartphone a little too bulky or delicate to sweat all over as your gym music device. But aside from that, you can see why the iPod is rapidly becoming quaint tech. Number 4 is the personal planner, 41.6% of us. Ugh, thank you, smartphone, for jamming a stake in the heart of those horrible old Franklin Covey day planners with their bad pleather jackets that match your bad tassel loafers. Of course, syncing calendars across various web services to various smartphones can give you a stress-related disease, but at least you won't die clutching a daybook. Number 3 is the digital point-and-shoot camera. About 44% of us said goodbye. I don't recall the last time I used my point-and-shoot digital. Not even sure where it is, to be honest. For many people, there just is no longer a gap between the smartphone on one end of photography and the DSLR on the high end. Smartphones now take high-res photos, often HD video. They share the stuff because they're connected. They can GPS stamp things, all in one little stealthy device that doesn't say, I'm a tourist. Oh, by the way, if you want a great camera phone, check out my other recent top 5 best camera phones at top5.cnet.com. Okay, the number 2 thing the smartphone kills is the GPS portable navigation device. 52% of us don't use those once we get a smartphone. Now, there's decent to excellent turn-by-turn nav in all the recent smartphones that have come out. A lot of folks will object and they'll say, yeah, too many compromises. The screen size is a little too small. The power usage means I might not be able to make a call. Multitasking can be kind of clumsy. But, you know, most of us don't use nav that often. Once in a while, like, I bet you know how to get to work and back. So GPS nav that is good enough is good enough. Before I take you to the number 1 thing the smartphone is putting out of business, can you guess what it is? Here are some other things it has knocked off from a little further down the list, including a disturbing one. 24% of us say we got rid of our computer because we got a smartphone. Let's not go overboard here. Okay, the number 1 thing people say their smartphone put in the box to sell on eBay is their alarm clock, right? I don't even know how to set my alarm clock anymore. Your phone is your appointment, travel, to-do, and home alarm device. Why would you have a separate one on the nightstand that does nothing but just wake you up? For more top 5s like this, go to top5.cnet.com. I'm Brian Cooley. Thanks for watching.